I'm Ash. I'm joined by my co-host Tim. We don't normally do introductions, but this was a super special guest. The guy is an absolute legend of the sport. He's competed in Pride FC, Bellator, and is a UFC veteran, and also competed in BKFC. Hector Lombard, how you doing, mate?
Doing good. I
Fantastic,
was a
man.
former champion, by the way.
Former champion. Sorry, I do apologize there. I'm gonna be completely forgot that. But yeah, look, Hector, we actually spoke a little bit off air. You said that you're potentially interested in another fight. Bare knuckle. What's your thoughts, man?
Not really interested
Yeah.
because the things that I went through that company, and it's not a company, by the way. So I think it was just like a personal dislike, I
Yeah.
would say it that way. From the president, for me, and I still question myself why. You know what I mean? Like, why this guy did that to me when all I did was um doing the best for him and for his company. Sometimes like I get it. Like sometimes that you see fighters that they're taking the company, they're suing the company, stuff like that. Sometimes when you sue the company and you got like some personal or some business issues, like you guys, they part away.
Yeah.
I still question myself today. How come this guy, David Feldman, did that to me when all I did was like doing the right thing for him? Even like spending my time to, look out for venues, including the Hard Rock. Thanks to me, he's at the Hard Rock today because they didn't want him they didn't want nothing to do with him. And I made my connections through my connections. They got him back to the Hard Rock. Right after that fight, the fight me against Jagana, he was about to sign, the biggest deal with, one of my partners, one of my good friends that they are multi billionaires, and then after they saw what happened in that fight, they just walk away, and the list goes on. But I still question myself today, why this guy did that to me. And I include you in the question.
Yeah.
What do you think that I get it. I'm a strong personality. I have a strong character. He was around me a bunch of times. I don't gonna be a yes man. I'm gonna be like, straightforward. I'm gonna tell you shit the way it is. Maybe that could be something that he wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
But once again, I was, doing the right thing for the guy. I was fighting my ass off. He was in a market where, it's the Latino community, Cubans, here in Florida connecting. Today, he he's been doing business with the people that I introduced him to. He hasn't done any business with any other people. Just the people that I introduced him to. And obviously, they keep doing business with him. A lot of people reach out to me saying like, bro, I said like, listen, guys, it's business. If you see like it's a benefit for you and for your business, do it. I don't gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you growing because that is not me. That
Yeah.
is not the way I am. But the funny part is, you see, like I wanted him to manage me. I want to create a fight between me and J. Paul. And I wanted him to get a cut of the deal.
Yeah.
Because I was promoting myself through BKFC. They never promoted me. They just tried to take my likeness and build Juggernaut from it. They wanted to build through me another guy. And I was saying like, man, when this is gonna stop? You know what I mean? Like when this shit is it gonna stop? I ended up a fight, as you guys saw. The guy, they make it look like the guy was the guy who took my bed. All that shit. It was planning.
Yeah.
By the friend.
So just to refer to the viewers at home that might not have seen it, so we'll probably click this image. There was a scene, yeah, where you and Lorenzo Hunt, you kind of got into an interaction, And it was very strange here because you were held back, but Lorenzo Hunt, he took the belt and he was just kind of smacking it around. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? So it did feel very orchestrated. Am I correct in saying that, Hector?
You are totally correct. Like, in nothing. And this is the thing about it. Like, nowadays they've been doing that since that happened. But my question is, like, guys, come on, man. Are you stupid or what? You see, like, I'm sitting, and the minute that this guy walks in, they all grab me.
Yeah.
You can tell in the video, the minute that he walks in, they all grab me. So, I wasn't able to do anything, but he was able to do all kind of shit, and he looks like a hero to build his image through me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and before that, you see at the weigh-ins me with Joe Ricks, he's holding the belt. And I'm like, bro, why this guy is holding the belt when I'm not even fighting him?
Yeah.
And it was over and over all the time, on my way to the ring, I sent you the pictures, he's screaming at me. And I'm on my way to the ring to fight another guy. I mean, like, when is that shit going to stop? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And then the funny part is all of that to build a guy who got suspended. And now the guy they tried to build, now everybody's on question mark. Okay, what's going on with the BKFC? Everybody's on steroids. Look, Lorenzo Hunt. He cost him money.
Yeah.
The karma is a hell of a thing. Like, people had no understanding about karma, but karma is the hell of a thing. I'm telling you, I know the karma is real. What you do, you're gonna get it back. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Look now with Matt Perry.
Yeah.
They built Matt Perry. Matt Perry is today another person thanks to BKFC.
Yeah.
Now, check this out. Now, thanks to BKFC, Matt Perry got this big fight. And I can tell you one thing. I bet that Malky and the managers will give to David Feldman zero money.
Really?
Meanwhile, I said to David Feldman, bro, just get me a big fight, and I gave you a fucking whatever card you need. Just get me there, like, build me up, and then get me there, and I give you a big cap, whatever you want, like 50%, whatever you want. But now, guess what? My parents gonna get a big payday. My kid is gonna get a big payday, and he will get zero. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it is
it's
strange.
Just laughable.
Well, how do you? So obviously, there's a big fight going ahead with Mike Perry and Jake Paul this weekend. What's your thoughts on it? I've kind of told everyone I think it's a little bit of a setup. I think Mike Perry is a lot smaller than Jake Paul, so I'm not too sure about it myself. But what's your thoughts and what's your prediction?
Brother, there is no fight. The only fight that Jake Paul couldn't book, it was with Fury.
Yeah.
Because Fury didn't want to get paid. Fury didn't want to get the fall. And I trained with Fury. And the guy's the beginner. Fury is a nice guy. I really like the guy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like the guy. Humble dude, down to earth, way different than his brother. His brother's a piece of shit. But
wait, go back to that. Why is his brother a piece of shit?
Brother, you see a guy who's so insecure. He's so insecure, especially he's so insecure to the from the black people. I think he's got a small dick, which is like, I was saying videos where all he talks is about how big his dick gotta be. And I'm like, dude, it's not our fault. It's not our fault we have big dicks. It's not our fault we have big muscles. That's what happened when you are a person with color.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at it. And I feel like, the minute that he sees a black guy with muscles, you saw it with Francis Ngannou, you have seen multiple times, they hate, because it's jealousy at the end of the day. They hate that he has with every single black person.
Are you talking about his cock comparisons?
Cock. Like, he's got a small dick. And you know me, I'm gonna say shit the way it is. I don't give a fuck what you think about it. I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna tell. That's why people don't like me, because I'm gonna tell you shit the way it is.
Jesus, man.
You know?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see where you're coming from. Like I, I think there's probably an element to truth there that we can go in depth on, but I want to get back to talking about David Feldman there. What was the last conversation you had with the BKFC president? Because it seemed like everything between you two was really good. There was even a Wanderlei Silva fight on the table and stuff. And then like the brawl got 100 million views and stuff, but then things just cooled out. So what was the last conversation you remember having with him?
Look, he never expected that my reaction when he's saying Juggernaut, because listen, let me explain something to you. No one can jump in that cage unless David Feldman allows it. He has like his little mafia, little thing in that ring. You know, the Cuban assassin tried to come in to challenge Juggernaut. At one point, they said, like, get the fuck out of here, go away. No one can jump in that ring unless David Feldman allows it.
Mm.
So they were pushing him. The backstage, I have a lot of people that told me, like, bro, you know, this guy don't even want to do that. But they force him. Like, no, you gotta jump and be in his face, get in his face. So he wasn't expecting, like, you know, I was going to fucking, you know, give him 2 pieces because they're like, fuck you, man. Come on, man. It's my show now. You gotta show me, you steal my show again? You stole my show on the fucking press conference. You stole my show on the fucking weigh-ins, you know, grabbing the bell and all of that. And now you want to steal the show again. Fuck you, motherfucker. Don't get in my face. So me beating up his poster boy, the one that really has fucking, you know, shattered his empire, because, you know, check this out. Like, the guy never fucking caused any attention. People didn't like the guy.
Mm.
And I told him multiple times, bro, you're doing the wrong thing, bro. This guy is not likable. My parents likable, but this guy is not likable. Nobody gives a fuck about this clown. And they spent 2 years promoting the guy, spending ton of money, millions of dollars promoting the guy, running his Facebook, Instagram, all his accounts. That's why I blocked the guy, because they were running his account while I was training. He was texting me, and he was training also.
Damn.
So I said to myself, like, what the fuck? You know, how come I know he's training? Because I know a guy that I knew when he was training, he was telling me. And I'm like, no, John is training now. And I'm like, how the fuck I get in text and tweets and fucking shit on Instagram when this guy is training?
Did you ever ask Dave Feldman about this as well? Like, obviously this was happening multiple times. It's happened numerous times. Did you ever speak to Dave and go, look, what's going on, man? I'm the champion.
I think, my opinion, like David Feldman is just a low frequency motherfucker who doesn't like a person that is gonna stand up, who doesn't like, and you see it through the record. You see with Page that he never built Page. He took all the shit that he could have taken from Page and throw it out. He never built Thiago Alves, which is a superstar. He never built any guy who has been named.
Yeah.
He just tried to get feed up by these guys to build another person low frequency like him. And the same thing happened with this fucking Juggernaut. That nobody gives a fuck about Juggernaut. Nobody gives a fuck about the guy. The guy is obvious fuck, had no swag, had no intriguing on it, cannot talk about anything because all he talks is shit and garbage. There's nothing interesting in the guy. And then meanwhile, I was like, for all the growing from the guy. I was for all the growing for the guy. I said, like, bro, I want you to be big, bro. I want you to be a billionaire. I want you to be big. And he never liked it. He never liked it. I was doing business with the guy that disliked me the most. But guess what? He will get his payback. And he will learn that all I wanted was him to win. He will learn. And it sucks that you want a guy to win. Meanwhile, the guy wants you to lose. How fucked up is that?
It does seem like you and BKFC were like almost working together as the same way that you and Bjorn Rebney's Bellator were working together, in that like you were the face of the organization, and that's where it seemed to be going. If BKFC approached you now and said, Hector, let's get back in business together, would you say yes to them?
No, they haven't reached. But brother, please listen to me. The last fight with Jagana, because he was uncertain what was going to happen, and I still believe, like me depleting myself, me cutting down to 185, because the belt wasn't at 205. I was the champion at 205. And he's like, oh, let's make the belt at 185. We agree on making the belt at 185. Meanwhile, this guy came out, oh, you stop. He probably was waiting about 220, 225. Because, the last fight, he was like 245.
Wow.
But let's say he was like probably 225. And I was cutting to 185. I still beat his ass. If you watch the fight, I still beat him. I lost the first round because they put a camera on my face. And I was blind the whole fight. The whole first round, between the whole first round and the second round, I was blind. Because they put a camera on my face, do an interview on my way to the ring. So when I jumped in there, I was blind. I couldn't fucking see. And he caught me, the first punch. Because he knew they were doing an interview. On my way walking to the ring, they said, oh, we got to do an interview. I said, bro, I'm walking to the ring. I said, no, you got to do an interview. But he mad that I'm saying the truth. He mad now that I'm saying the truth. Oh, he's been talking. Hector's been talking. Fuck you, motherfucker. What's course I've been talking? Why you did that to me?
Hey, are we ever going to settle this score, though, between you and Juggernaut again? I want to see it.
I wish we could. The fucking guy is the shitter. You can tell, like, oh, juiced up with the fake pee, walking around, it went to the commission. The commission is like, no, you got a fake penis. We gotta have to freaking do a proper test. And then he couldn't fake it. And then, and it's funny because every single time that I mention this, the video get taken down on Instagram. But yeah, bro, like you remember back in the days when the people used to buy those fake they have like a different pee from other people.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Who was it? Someone got in trouble because they tried to use like horse. No, it was Thiago Silva back in the day.
He got one of those. You can buy those to fake the drug test.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
As now the policies and all the bullshit that's going on, like they're probably like sending like I'll bring like a freaking abortion whatever stupidity, which I had nothing to do with sexual orientation. I had nothing to do with. I like everybody. You never see me talking about like, I'm against this guy because the way he thinks. I'm against this guy because he tried to be a woman. I don't give a fuck. You are whatever you want to be. I don't care because it's your life. You want to be a woman, be a woman, bro. You want to be whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. But now do the right thing. Don't try to fuck.
I want to switch this up as well, Hector. Who is a better boss, Dave Feldman or Dana White?
Brother, I never have an issue with Dana White. But obviously, I come from a different organization that we're competing with UFC, and I cop all of that. But I met Dana White multiple times. Dana White is a fucking nice guy, bro. Dana White will never do a stupid shit, especially if you're good for the business. You know what I mean? Like he would never do shit stupid like that. And I still question myself today, what the fuck this guy was thinking, bro. I'm honest. I'm saying to myself, like, this guy has some brains or something. This guy's stupid. You're in Florida. I have a big name here in Florida. I'm a Cubano. I'm the first guy who started the fighting here. For the Cuban community, for all of them, I was the first guy. Start every single person. I started Romero. Romero started fighting because of me. I started all these guys.
Yeah, it's true.
And you do me like this. I remember that day, the same day that fight happened, Steinwood was fighting for the Bellator in the Hard Rock. No one went to the Hard Rock. Nobody went to the Hard Rock. You know where they went? The old Cubanos went to the fucking arena where I was fighting. Sold out in less than 2 days. And they didn't advertise it. because he didn't want to advertise in case Jagana will lose. No one wouldn't know about it. I think Anthony Joshua is the England pride.
Not Tyson Fury.
No, Anthony Joshua is the England pride.
Yeah.
The guy is a hell of a representation for England. Super nice guy and humble and dedicated to his craft. And what else could be more better representation than a black guy for England?
Oh yeah, no, that's why Anthony Joshua.
Listen,
guys, absolutely.
Listen. The whole Europe was built by England. The whole England was built by Rome.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I'm an historian. Okay, English people came from German, and I know you guys, probably don't like anything about history because I start seeing your face.
No, I'm listening, man. I like history.
But be honest. Let me be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
English people, they used to live in the bushes before the arriving of Rome, okay, or Babylon, or whatever you want to call it. Before the arrival of Rome, English people didn't have aqueducts, didn't have toilet. All these people were living in the bushes.
That's true. Yeah, Celtics.
Okay,
you're talking about the Celtics,
and they speak Anglo-Saxon. They didn't even speak English. English was introduced to England because the Roman Empire invented the language of English for them. So not only that they didn't have anything to any technology, they didn't have no technology at all. They're living in the farm. That's why Germans are called Germans, because Germans are the people for the land or from the land. English people used to be called Lombards. And I
really? Say that
the Lombards.
English people used to be called
Lombards.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, my grandfather was German.
Wow.
And my grandfather was an historian. So my grandfather told me all these stories. English, my grandfather was blonde with blue eyes, and he married a Nigerian wife, which was my grandfather. My grandmother was Nigerian. And I go to my grandfather, and me, as everybody else, is being brainwashed, right? We're thinking like, black people are inferior, all of that crap. Like all that is being orchestrated and it's being instrumented by the system, because the first people on earth were blacks, and the people with more technology were the black. You can go back to history. All the Egyptians, they were black. All these people in Mesopotamia were black. The Phoenician, Canaanites were black. Catholics, the people from Catholic, Hannibal Barca, were black. And you still can see some coins today that they have the Hannibal Barca features. They try to put it like it's white, but if you look the coins, which is coins don't like, they found coins, and I can send you some coins about Hannibal Barca, or you can Google it up. Coins about Hannibal Barca, they were black people. Mm-hmm. So Catholics, the people from Catholics were blacks. All these people, back in the days, all these Kausha, all of these people, the people who brought up the technology to the world, were the black people. And it's being a brainwashing about civilization was brought up by the white people, when the black people are the ones that build and bring the technology to the world. So
he's Anthony Joshua is great, and I think a lot of it has to do with coming up through the Olympic system. And now I don't think a lot of people realize how harsh it is to get into the Olympics, something that you have experience in. And I think there may be no harder Olympic team than the Cuban national team. Am I right here?
Yeah, and anyways, I don't want to keep going with the history, because I know a lot of people hate that. But let's let the truth be true. There is no other better representative for England than the Anthony Joshua. The guy is a beautiful guy, all way around. And then I think he has a lot of hate on him. He fucking hate on him because You know, he even mentioned a bunch of videos. I have a bunch of videos of him saying like, "Oh, you know, Anthony Joshua must have a big dick."
Yeah, he did say that. That's so strange, man. Why? I don't understand
I
all this.
know because he's jealous. He have a small cock. He have a small cock, and you know he don't gotta have a bigger cock because you born that way and you fucked.
Hey, here's a question for you, Hector. Now, I just thought of something, yeah? So, you know, you've mentioned Anthony Joshua is obviously a really good representation for the UK. You mentioned a little bit about the Black history as well. How do you feel like the representation of Black athletes in the MMA space? Do you think it's a fair representation? Do you feel like they're underrepresented? What's your thoughts on it?
Brother, let me explain something to you once again. Black people are the original mankind. And have nothing, if they have no percentage of races of me at all whatsoever. I'm speaking facts, bro, and the truth hurts. But it's the truth, brother. I had nothing racist about me, period.
Yeah.
You know, my grandfather was white. My grandmother, she was black. So I have a little bit of both, okay? So yeah. I had nothing whatsoever, 1% of racist of me because I cannot be racist because I have everything in my bloodline. Think about it. And I gotta stop talking about this because I know like it's a lot of people gonna get confused and gonna try to mix like they always do. Gonna try to mix my saying. But I just gonna leave it like this. The white people, the white race is similar to Frenchie.
Frenchie?
Yeah, a Frenchie. You see a Frenchie dog?
Yeah. Why would you say that?
It's the breeding. It's breeding. You know, they breed it, that kind of animal, and they turn it and they mix it together, and they add a Frenchie. But the Frenchie is not a natural dog, though.
Go on. Tell me more.
I know this analogy is crazy.
Once again, the Frenchies are an experiment, right?
The dog.
Yeah.
A dog. They put a little bit of bulldog. They put a little bit of other kinds of dogs, and they make a Frenchie.
Yeah. So like a hybrid.
So as these people, the people from Babylon, ascended today, they needed to have a labor force. They needed to have a labor force, right? So they invented a race. Think about it. The only people that cannot be the only people that cannot be under the sun, which is the sun is the most natural thing that has ever been in this world. So now a white person cannot sustain 2 hours under the sun, but a white person is more a white person is more can be more livable to live in the area where it's the cold weather. We're not supposed to be in the cold weather. We're all supposed to be in the warm weather. So it's a race that is being bred to that weather.
Yeah, that's I've never really thought of it that way. So where did you've obviously been kind of a big fan of history for a really long time, Hector. Is this something you've always been interested in as a child?
Well, you know, my grandfather was an historian, so you know he kind of like passed all that knowledge to me.
Yeah.
And you know, like you know, once again, you know, when you go back and you look civilization, there is nothing that is being built by England.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing that is being built. The aqueducts, the bridges, all of that came from Babylon. All of that came from Phoenician Canaanites. All of that came from Catholics. All of that came from other countries, you know, way before they were even living in bushes. All of that was built thousands and thousands of years before in other countries. And if you see the structures and all of that, it's built by Rome.
In terms of, is that something that you want to, you know, you're not technically retired. Would you ever be a historian in your kind of retirement era?
Of course, you know, put it this way: English language It's a language to keep you in the low frequency, whether people like it or not.
Why'd you say that?
Think about it. Like, oh, I had a nice weekend. Week. Oh, that shit's wicked. Oh, he's wicked, win.
Yeah.
Be less, bless you. Be less. Oh, be less you. Bless you? No, be less you. It's a language that came from, and obviously I'm going to get a lot of freaking, once again, because, I have a lot of knowledge, right? It's the same with astrology. The people hate astrology, but astrology is the truth. Astrology is all around the Bible. The number 12 is an astrological number. Also, number 13 is an astrological number. So astrology is all around the Bible, and it's all around the English language. For example, Sunday is the day of the sun. Saturn day or Saturn is the day of Saturn. Saturday. Moon day is the moon. You celebrate the moon. It's astrology right there. The stars is astrology. Oh, he's a superstar. Oh, Mr. Minister. It's all astrology. And then you see dumbass people thinking like, astrology is evil. Okay, so if astrology is evil, now you give it to me the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, that the English language is cursing your stuff, so it's meant to keep you in the low frequency.
Yeah, I have to look into that because I speak English every day. So that means you're basically just telling me I'm living in low frequency.
You speak astrology all day, every day, all the time.
Yeah, I would like to switch this up, Hector, just because I wanted to ask some questions in regards to your UFC career as well. So kind of explain, we were on the phone and I really liked kind of some of the stuff you were talking about in terms of your Bellator transition to the UFC. Can you kind of explain a little bit about what happened there, how, and how happy you were with this transition as well?
Yeah, you guys know my history.
For the folks that don't know, because there's going to be a lot of new fans are like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was 25 wins, right? One of the longest records in the MMA, in the MMA, history, right? And I still, till today, even like I fought with a broken sternum. I had the first fight against Tim Bosch in the UFC, and I still beat the guy. Like you watch that fight, you see like I dominate the guy, even with the broken sternum.
Yeah,
I beat the guy.
Savage as well, the barbarian, man. He was fucking good.
But I beat him, even with a broken sternum, with a fracture in my sternum or whatever. I still beat the guy, so it could be a 26 win and then 27, and then But the main point is that I got involved with a bad relationship. I was, killing the game, and I got involved with a bad relationship. So I'm always being in the troublemaking. Since the early days, I'm always being a troublemaker. And I left Australia because I'm like, I caused too much trouble. Let me get out of here. Let me focus on my career. And then I came here. And then after I won my second title in the Bellator, I got involved with this hoe. And it was drugs, alcohol, you name it. And I went back to low frequency again. So I put that blame on myself. I don't put any blame on anybody.
But there was one thing you said on the phone as well, which I was laughing at. You said that the sternum injury was actually based off an injury where you punched yourself.
Bro, I was driving. I remember that day. I was driving my truck. I got me a brand new truck. I had a big contract with the UFC. I went to Miami. I got me a huge truck, a King Range. And as I'm driving back, she goes to me, "Oh, you know why you signed one of the biggest contracts in the UFC history?" And I'm like, "No, why?" Because of me. She says, "I wanted to fucking smash her so much. So I hit myself in order to don't freaking, threw her out of the car." But I did that damage myself. I was 3 weeks before my first fight in the UFC.
Jeez, bro. And we were really, like, I think every fan, back in the day, they're like, when is Hector Lombard coming into the UFC? When is he
I
coming to
know.
the UFC? When is he coming to the UFC? And we were actually thinking it might never happen. We were like, why is he? He's not. He should have faced Anderson Silva already. And instead of you kind of getting that title shot to Anderson Silva, they kind of longed out a little bit. They go, well, you're going to fight this guy. You're going to fight Jake Shields. You're going to fight this guy. You're going to fight
Yeah.
Josh Berkman. You're going to fight. And it didn't really make sense to me. Why didn't you get given the title shot immediately?
Yeah. Well, the first fight, a lot of things went wrong there, and I went, off the main point. And then I said to myself, I need to get away from this bitch. I need to get away from this bitch because I probably I don't like you. I probably would have ended up in jail or something because she pushed my button so much. That bitch is stupid ass bitch. And that's what I'm saying to all these guys nowadays, bro. Don't complicate yourself. Don't get involved with no hoe. Don't get involved with no women. If you don't know the women, if she hasn't been with you in the long run, there's no time for you to get involved with no hoe. If you new to the game and you start signing with a big promotion, let that be, bro.
Yeah.
You came here on your own, stay on your own. If you came here on your own, stay on your own. So I did that. I separated myself, and then I said, let me put my shit back together again. And then I cut down to weight. I cut down weight, and I went to 170. And
that's crazy. You don't even, how did you make 170? I just don't get that.
Bro,
what the fuck? Yeah, you even like I just don't get it how you made it 170.
45 between 45 and 48 pounds I will cut.
Fuck.
But I had a time on my own. I was by myself, so I said, you know what, fuck it. I gotta do the sacrifice and then it's gonna pay out. So my first fight was in 170.
Yeah.
So I fought my first fight was me versus this guy who was a title contender. What's the name of him?
Are you talking about yeah, give me a sec.
He fought Anderson Silva for the belt, for the championship twice.
Yushin Okami, are you thinking of?
Yeah. No. That was a 180 fight. I cut down to 170.
Nate Marquardt. Oh, a friend of the show.
Yeah. So I fought Nate Marquardt. I won easy. And then it took me a long time to get another fight. And then I fought Jay Shields. I beat him easy. And then I had to wait like a year and something to get another fight. So UFC reached out to Ali, which is Ali. You all know who Ali is.
Ali Abdelaziz.
Ali Abdelaziz,
yeah.
And Ali got me. He was managing. What's the name of him?
Ali was mad. But at that era?
Yeah.
No, Ali, the manager. He managed so many fighters.
Yeah. He's all about Justin Gaethje's manager, Kamaru Usman.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
I fought this guy used to be champion in the WSOA. World Series of Fighting.
Josh Berkman.
Josh Berkman.
Yeah.
Josh Berkman.
Yeah.
So I beat him, and then after that, I was supposed to fight for the title eliminator against Rory McDonald.
Yeah. I remember that.
3 months prior to that, I took a pill because I was super sick because I was cutting a lot of weight. And then after the 4 months, I was training camp and everything. They say, like, oh, you got suspended because there is a legal thing on the supplement. So I got suspended like a year and plus, and then I went downhill, all again because a woman gave me a pill that is supposed to be helping me. So it screwed my career again.
How do you deal with that media backlash as well? Because I remember at the time, there was a lot of media backlash at the time. They're going, well, Hector wasn't all that good, blah, blah, blah. It was all based off that, really. They were kind of blaming it on that. They're like, maybe he was always on it. How did you deal with it? And what was your thoughts on kind of all that media backlash at the time as well?
I mean, it was a lot of, because, listen, the people only care when you're doing good.
Yeah,
and then they always going to find an excuse about anything. like how many times John Jones had got the same thing? He wins because it's on roids.
Yeah.
Now, John Jones is good, bro. You can take, or any of these critics can take all kind of shit. They're never gonna be like John Jones.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you can take all kind of shit. You're never gonna be like the guy. But they're always trying to find an excuse to pull you down, you know?
Yeah.
And I got a lot of, but it's funny because Jagana, he was always on all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
All right? And people don't even give a fuck.
Yeah. Do you think that it should just be allowed in the sport now? Because there's clearly people doing it. It's happened regularly. Even in Pride FC, yeah, they were actually encouraging people, oh, you're 170. Why don't you do some steroids and go up 185? Yeah, and then we can get you some fights. What do you think of that? Like, do you think there should be a regulated sanctioning body where everyone kind of is on the same playing field?
Brother, it's like I say a long time ago. Whoever runs the game, he will allow within. Like there is people they will take some shit, and they will be like, okay, because we want you to win. Even in the Olympics, there is people that take some shit, but you are connected to to who is who. You get my point? It's a game, brother. It's a game. Like if you part of the game. If you part of the group, you allow. If you're not part of the group, they're gonna suspend you. It's a business.
Yeah, no, and I fully hear you and I fully understand what you're saying. If you're kind of on the inside of it, you get a little bit more leniency, but if you're on the other side, you're judged a little bit more unfairly. And like Olympic teams like Russia and Cuba get punished pretty harshly. Am I right here?
Totally. That is a pure sample of things, and the world is always being that way. The world is always being that way. You're gonna get people, they're gonna get a slap in the wrist. You gotta get people, they're gonna get punished in every single way, shape, and form of life in general. That's the way it is. I wish I could be on the other side. Because not even in Bareknuckle, when I came back and said, like, okay, let me redeem myself. Like now I want to put myself together. I want to be focused on this crap. I love Bareknuckle. I love to do this, And then here we go again. Once again, the owner didn't like me. For some reason, they just didn't like me. He wanted to promote another guy. He wanted to push another guy. And the guy that he wanted to promote, it's just a shit.
Mm.
You cannot promote shit, bro. He wanted to promote shit. He spent millions of dollars promoting that guy. And then at the end, he ended up shitting on his face because all that backlash that he got, it was bad for Bareknuckle.
Yeah. I've got a couple of questions before we go out of here as well, Hector. So I wanted to ask you some fun stuff as well. Completely random. What's your thoughts here on Sean Strickland calling out David Goggins, 49-year-old David Goggins, into a sparring match? And
you have to make this global. This have to be global. So this have to be global. This interview have to be global. What is my thought about Strickland? I think Strickland is the GOAT.
Is the GOAT.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Bro, think about it. Like the guy, beat everybody. I still believe like he won that title fight, against the other guy. He was the guy who, okay.
50-50.
It could go either way. In my opinion, I thought that he won the fight.
Yeah.
But anyways, my point is apples to apples, orange to orange.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
What do you mean by that?
Apples to apples, orange to orange. This is my opinion. And I could be wrong. Okay? But this is my opinion. David Goggins, he needs to shut the fuck up and stay in his line.
Wait. I like David Goggins. What's wrong with David Goggins?
Okay, I get it. Everybody likes the guy, but I cannot even say something that will also help the guy.
Yeah.
Okay? If all you do is run, and I don't even think he really run, because he always run by himself. Okay? When you fighting somebody else. When you fighting, you fighting somebody else that is good.
Yeah.
So when you beat the guy, everybody knows that you beat the guy that was good. Like Strickland. He's the top of the top, okay? The top of the food chain, right? Strickland is the top.
Mm.
He beat the champions. He beat, okay? Nobody can say anything about it, so they need to shut the fuck up, right? You know, he beat Adesanya.
Yeah.
You know, he beat all these guys that are fucking good.
What do you think of his fighting style, though? It's not really the most exciting.
It doesn't really matter. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You know, the guy beats everybody. You know, like that needs to stop. What the fuck David Goggins talking about, brother?
Yeah.
Brother, you know, you go and keep doing your thing. You keep running and open your mouth to talk and keep promoting, stay hard.
Yeah.
You know, don't jump out of the line. Don't jump out of the line and try to challenge the best of the best. You are not that guy.
It was actually the other way around. I think Sean Strickland was saying, David Goggins, you know, you're full of shit. If you're really hard, you come spar me. And then David Goggins, as in return, he says, "What? I'll spar you, but you're gonna have to do 3 days of training with me." So it's kind of
why he had to do 3 days of training with him though.
Yeah,
come and spar. He told you already that I don't do that random stupid shit. I don't do that random stupid shit. Come and spar. Let's see what you got. He gotta say, no, you beat my ass, plain and simple. Be a little bit more humble and say the truth. You will whoop my ass. You will clean the gym with my face.
Now, Hector, we got 5 minutes left, and I want the same physique as you. What do I need to do? What should my routine be? In 5 minutes or less here.
Genetics.
That was a good answer. Oh, forget it. I'm out.
You know, like, look, I look the same, you know, for 40 years, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you have. Since Bellator.
Yeah,
like, you've looked the same, yeah.
You know, and the people want to talk about shit, you know. Bro, the truth wouldn't be exposed, you know, like off the cycle, in the cycle, off training, I look the same.
Yeah, that's true.
I look the same, and I never took shit. You know why I don't take shit? Because I want to be here for like 100 years.
Yeah. Have you slowed down training now that you're a little bit older, or is it just you're still going every
Yeah, I haven't trained as much as before, but you know, the people always, you know, once again, they always gotta put some stupid shit to pull you down, because that's, you know, that's the way the society is, bro. You know, they see you, you know, the chicks, for example, let's go back to the women. You know, the women see another girl that is pretty, they never say, oh, she's pretty. Oh, wait, yeah, but she, you know, she did a Botox. Oh, but she had the makeup. Oh, they cannot say that she is pretty.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we around a bunch of chicks, man or female. It's a lot of haters, bro. It's just haters, bro. They hate. It's sad, bro.
I think it was one of the WEC champions. He was like, every step of your career, you need to upgrade the girl as you go. So whatever girl got you to the title, now you got the title, you got to get a new girl, right?
Brother, I don't give a damn about girls no more. You know, like I don't even get into that subject. But honestly, if you want a peace of mind, you stay on your own. You get me? And I don't know if you guys have a girlfriend or whatever. You know, I probably gotta get backlash by saying this, but it's a lot of peace when you by yourself.
That's true. That's true. I mean, for me, I'm like,
you driving your car. You driving your car.
Yeah.
You don't gotta get like whining on you all day long. But you're like, get the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's no peace, brother. Yeah. It's sad, but it's the truth. I want my peace. I'm by myself. I'm good.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah. 2 minutes left there. Plug what you need to plug. Shout out who you need to shout. Thank who you need to thank. All that good stuff. So.
I want to shout out to Sean Strickland. He's the GOAT. And keep doing what you've been doing. You know, don't allow any fucking clown to fucking get you out of the way. I've been saying this for a long time. I like the guy. He speaks his mind. Whether you like it or not, you gotta respect guys like that. I hate fucking fake motherfuckers since the beginning of my life. The only issue that I always have with people is with these fake bastards. They cannot tell you shit in your face, but they will gang on you with a bunch of other people to try to take you down. They don't have the balls to tell you, bro, you know, you a fucking piece of shit. But Sean Strickland is one of those. He will tell you you're a piece of shit in your face. I like that.
That's
you know
true.
why? Because people like that are 10 times better people than the ones that keep shit inside and they cannot wait to fucking revenge on you.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time. All the fucking time. All these sneaky motherfuckers that you don't even know what they think. They are behind the scenes preparing to fucking a trap to get you in it.
Yeah.
These are dangerous, bro. You know, people at Strickland, I love these guys, bro. Believe me, like, I always hang out being around hardcore motherfuckers. You know, and they are the best people to be around because they will tell you shit in your face. They gotta be honest to you, but they also will take a bullet for you. Meanwhile, these other rats, they cannot wait for you to fail because they're not like you. They are not like you. So people, when they're not like you, they cannot wait to see you fail.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I couldn't agree more, man. It's always about making sure you got the right circle in life, man. But thank you, Hector, man. It was such a great chat with you. You know, we'll definitely have you on it again, and we'll definitely make some rules about the Sean Strickland and blow this interview up, man. But
I would say this:
thank you, man.
Fuck anyone that hates Sean Strickland, and that should be a filter for you. Because honestly, every single time that you see a guy whining about him, it's because they are those sneaky rats.
100%, man. 100%. But thanks, Hector, man. We'll have this out soon.